Today I woke up feeling so awful. It was the kind of awful that made me cry in the gym. And I went about my day. It's Friday, so I did the things that I had to do, and now it is Friday evening. And I figured, what better way to spend my Friday evening than have a cozy night in, light a candle, order some food, and make a vision board. I honestly have no idea why I feel so blue today, but it's not really anything new for me. It just happens. But that doesn't make it less annoying. But I think today is the perfect day to make a vision board. I've been wanting to make one for like weeks already, and I just haven't found the right time for it. And I feel like tonight is the perfect night. My food is almost here too, so it's gonna be so cozy. I showered, I have my journal here ready to write some stuff out for my vision board. I also noticed that my mental health really impacts the way I use my phone because, actually today I kept busy quite a lot, which was nice. So overall during the day, it was pretty fine actually. But when I got home, I just really noticed that I was craving something on the background. So I watched part of a vlog in the shower once again, just to have some background noise. But yeah, today I just feel like it. We all have these days, and it's impossible to be up high all the time if there aren't any lows. So yeah. I don't know if there's like a specific way to do vision boards. I think anyone or everyone has like their own preferences and their own way of working with it. I'm gonna do mine on the laptop because it's just more convenient. I don't have magazines and stuff right now to make a physical one, although I love making physical ones too. It's just so much fun. But today I'm gonna do one online. And what I use to make my vision boards is Pinterest and Canva. And those are actually just the only two things I use. Oh, my food is here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. But like I said, the only two things that I really use are Pinterest and Canva. And yeah, I use my journal. Sometimes I use my notes just in my laptop because it's easy that way as well. But I think today I just want to do it like writing style, I guess. I think today I just want to have one where I search for specific things. So normally what I like to do is to think of the topics that I want to put inside of my vision board, and then try to look for specific pictures on Pinterest that represent this thing that I want to put on there. So for example, that could be, well, today I think I just want to make like an overall vision board, and I don't want it to be too big or like too overwhelming. I just want to put one on my the background of my laptop. So I want it to be motivational work-wise, but I also wanted to have some other components like present living, peaceful. I like to have a bit of health in there too. So something related to working out, maybe like a healthy lifestyle. But I think I'm just gonna take a little moment to write down exactly the things that I want to put in this vision board, and then I'll be right back. Honestly, I can't even think straight today. So I think my brain is just all fried up for today. Even ever since I woke up this morning, but all right. Anyways, so I've been staring at the things that I wrote down for a little bit. I feel like there should be a bit more, but maybe I'll find out when I'm doing the vision board. But I figured let's just start with these. So I have 4 different elements I want to focus on within this vision board, which are mental health, physical health, work, and purpose. I specifically chose not to include other people in this one because I just want to focus on me for a second, which is really unlike me, but I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to focus on me and put me first, which is why I feel like it would be a good idea to just focus this vision board entirely on me and whatever goes on in my own like environment. Normally I love to put like a picture of love to represent me and my boyfriend, and also a picture of keeping in touch, especially now through the phone since I live overseas, or like some kind of image to represent connection with friends and loved ones. But for this one, I think I'm just, like I said, purely gonna focus on me. It feels really weird to do that. It feels really unnatural, but I guess that's kind of the point why I need to try it right now. For mental health, I put down a few things like reading, sleep, me time, peace, journal, coloring, or doing crossword books and stuff like that. If you watched the last video, you know I love my crossword puzzles. The second thing was physical health, and I put down a few things. I put down Muay Thai, gym, and walking, and fruits and vegetables. Those are kind of like, I think, the few things I just want to focus on right now. Then I have the third one, which is work. I think I want to put some stuff like a laptop, something that has to do with remote working, something that has to do with focus. I'm not sure how I'm gonna figure that out yet, but we'll get there. And something with peaceful, because I sometimes just get really stressed and I just have such a hard time keeping my focus and staying concentrated and even getting started on tasks, which is actually, I think, the main reason why I started this channel, because sometimes I had a hard time getting started on tasks, and then I would get into a scroll paralysis with this thing, and it would last like all day, and then I'd have to work in the evening, and you know, so inconvenient. But that got me so frustrated, and I just felt so stuck in those loops, I guess. So I just want to try to, yeah, I guess put something motivating on the vision board that represents just being focused at work and maybe actually starting tasks before getting into a paralysis of scrolling. And then I put purpose, and I think I forgot one actually. Hold on a sec. Yeah, for purpose, I put photography. I love nature photography so much, especially since traveling. I've created such like a passion for it, I could say. My biggest dream, sorry, I'm getting so sidetracked here, but we'll move on to the vision board in a bit. But my biggest dream would be to eventually be able to like present my travel photography, maybe to like even sell it digitally, or I think it would be the coolest if I could do it like on prints or something. That would be like I said, my biggest dream, because I just love doing it so much, and it gets me so passionate and so excited. And I don't know, just when you like take a picture and you just know like it's gonna be so good. Oh, I love it so much. And then I have, for purpose, I have kindness. I feel like for me, one of the most important things, and one of the things that just really drives me, is to be kind and to spread kindness. And sometimes I think we all forget that we can just be kind to each other. Like, we have free will. It's all right to be kind to each other, and it doesn't cost you anything. It'll only make it better if we're just all kind to each other. Something maybe that represents reason, because it's something I really struggle with, finding reason in life and in living generally. But maybe that's something for a different video. Travel. I travel full time, so I would love to keep doing that if that's possible. Something that has to do with the present moment, like being here and now. Yeah, I just really, that's something I just really, really want to focus on and want to get better at. And then the one that I forgot, I don't know how I could forget, but like one of the biggest ones is music. I love music so much. Music just gets me going, makes me feel so happy, could make me feel really sad as well. I don't know. I just feel it so intensely. I love making it. I love writing. I would love to try and learn how to produce on my laptop. I looked into it a little bit, and I think maybe I want to like use it as a hobby as well. But yeah, those are the things that I want to look for on Pinterest. If anything else comes up, I think, yeah, I'll just add that in as well. But these are, I think, the main things right now. I just keep getting this feeling that I'm forgetting something, and I don't know why. But yeah, I guess we'll take it from here and then we'll see. Okay, so what I do to make a vision board on my laptop is I open Pinterest and then I also open Canva, and I just try to look for what size I need my wallpaper to be, because I've made them before and then they were like either way too big or too small. And back then I think I couldn't resize them, or I couldn't figure out how to do it. I can do custom size here. So I'll do the size that it says on here. I know it's the Google AI, but I hope it's correct. If not, we'll see. But this is what the page looks like. It's now empty. I think what you can do, honestly, is put vision board on here. And then there's like a bunch of templates you can choose from, which is really fun. But what I mostly like to do is just when I have the pictures, which I'm now going to find on Pinterest, when I have them, I'm just going to, I think, puzzle them myself, because I think that's like one of the fun parts. Something else that might be interesting to know is that I just download them to my laptop and then I import them to Canva. So for example, I'll use this picture and then I can download it over here. And something else that is good to know is I just type into the search bar, mostly, for example, now I'm trying to do reading. So I'll just either search for reading and then so many cute pictures come up. But what I also often do on Pinterest is I look for the word that I want to search for. And then often you can type after that aesthetic. I don't know why, honestly, but I feel like that's a thing on Pinterest. Please let me know if you do the same thing. But then sometimes you get like more aesthetic pictures. So for example, if you're trying to find something, but it's not like vision boardy enough for you, try to put aesthetic after the word that you're searching for in the search bar, and maybe something fun will pop up for you. Whenever I search for stuff, I try to be super specific with what I'm searching. So in my notes, for example, I just put laptop, but I'm now trying to find a picture that feels relatable to me. That's one thing I really try to do, is I try to make it relatable to me. So for example, I have brown hair, so you wouldn't really see me find a picture of a girl with blonde hair, because I want it to be as realistic as possible. Um, and the same goes for just any other picture. So for example, now I am looking for some picture with a laptop, and I want it to be with a notebook as well, because I like using a notebook when I'm working. So then I will put in the search bar here, laptop and notebook. And then if I can't find anything, maybe I can try to do some other keywords or something else that's relatable. And what I also really like about Pinterest is how you can find very similar images. So for example, here you have a notebook laptop and a matcha, and then you'll find a lot of other pictures with like the same vibe. So if, like I said before, I see a picture that I like, but it's from a girl with blonde hair, then maybe I can try to click the picture, and then the related pictures, they might show up with something that's more similar to me. So I think I collected all of the images I wanted to collect for today. For some reason, I feel like so perfectionistic today. Like nothing makes sense, and for some reason, I just can't find like the right images, or at least the images that like feel really good. Sometimes, or well, actually, always when I make a vision board, I want it to feel like something clicks. Like I'm like, oh yes, this is exactly the image I was looking for. This feels right, because I feel like there's so much energy you're putting into a vision board. Like it has to feel, you have to feel something with it too, I feel like. I'm now going to put all the images that I downloaded onto my laptop into Canva and then go from there. So as you can see, I put all of the images in Canva here, and it's very easy to do. So you can just press upload and then upload files, and then you have all your images here, and you just like select them and put them in here. And so like I said before, you have the templates you can choose from, and there are so many, but I like to just like freestyle it a little bit, and sometimes I like to use images that are easy for on the background. So for example, this one, I can use it like very largely, and then, or maybe I'll do a little bit smaller. Maybe I'll do it like for half. Maybe I can do it twice. You could also find like multiple of these. I could, for example, find some clouds, or maybe like a peaceful sky. Yeah, maybe like something like this. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if I'm feeling this, but like it feels like two separate images, but it's all right. We'll work with it. And then what I do is I just try to add maybe I will lock these two. You can lock things on here, so that they don't move anymore. But I think I'm just gonna try and insert some pictures. And yeah, what I do is I like to just insert some pictures, and then try to puzzle out how I like them to look. Mostly I try to make the ones that feel the most special a bit bigger. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna try and figure it out. Also, I was looking for something that represents sunshine, like sunlight, because I know how good sunlight makes me feel, and I just need to be outside a bit more. And I wanted also something animal related, because animals just make me so happy. So I found this dog, and isn't it just the cutest little dog ever, like absorbing all the sunshine? I just love it so much, and thought it was like the perfect representation of what I was looking for. Okay, so if you're done, I feel like I'm done right now. You can share, you can click share over here and do download. What I normally like to do is either a, no, I think I'm going PNG, and then press download, and then it'll download onto your laptop. And then this is my final result. I am honestly really happy with it. I ended up leaving out some stuff. I left out the working out, and what else did I leave out? I left out like work specifics. I think maybe in the future I'd like to do another one with maybe some other vision board images that I already saved. I hope you can see it well on the camera. I feel like it's not not really focusing that well, but I'll take you through what I chose to put in. Um, and normally also I like to do some quotes as well. But this time I just decided not to. I wanted to make it a bit more peaceful, and I thought it might be like a bit too crowded maybe if I also put in words. So I'll take you from left to right, if you can see the cursor here. I did like I wanted something to represent the warmth of a home, because I travel and I find it difficult to find places where it actually feels like the warmth of a real home, like cozy, a blanket on the couch vibes. So that's exactly what I went for. And then I have a girl working here. I don't know, I just really like this image because it looks very peaceful and she looks focused. Then here you have a bit of the background from the sheets that I took. A girl in the park, just peaceful and being in the present moment, because I really want to like practice being present and enjoy just being in nature. The little doggy that I just told you about, soaking up some sunshine. This one is for travel photography. This one is for reading. I really love reading at the moment. And what I also liked about this image is that she's wearing pink. And I don't know, I really like the color pink lately. So I thought I'd choose this one. Then this one for me represents kindness, the butterfly and the finger. This is another like work aesthetic pic. This one is just chill, reading in bed, like nighttime vibes, because I like to go to bed early these days. Then I have coloring over here. I love coloring at the moment. Then I have a girl enjoying a view. I think it is like somewhere after a hike or something. She's in activewear and she's wearing her headphones. And I don't know, I just really like the vibe here. Strawberry matcha. It's like a happy moment these days, getting a strawberry matcha at like a cafe. And this one looks so good, honestly. And I don't know, like either getting a coffee or a matcha is like such a happy moment. So I always really look forward to that when I'm going. Then I have a girl on the beach. I took this one for walking because when I was in Australia a few months ago, I noticed that I really like walking on the beach. It's very peaceful and I don't know, it was just really nice. So a good reminder for me to maybe go on a walk sometimes. Then over here I have a really comfy shower, which to me represents self-care and me time, like just a hot, nice shower in peace and silence. And what I like specifically about this one is it looks kind of like hotel-y. And since I travel full time, that's like the kind of vibe that I'm in at the moment. So I often have places with those kind of soaps. So that makes it feel a bit more relatable to me rather than it being someone's home, if that makes sense. And I thought that this just looked really warm. I liked it. Then this is the background from the other image I took, but then I let the moon peek out here. I have a lemon ginger tea because I think tea is such a cozy little moment, like warmth, just like cozy vibes overall. And I personally really like lemon ginger tea, so I figured I'd pop that one in as well. And then over here I have something to do with music production because like I said before, I just really want to do like maybe more music creation, writing and everything. So yeah, this is my vision board. This is what it looks like right now. What I also like about this vision board is that it looks so peaceful, and that's exactly the vibe that I was going for. There are so many ways in which you can make a vision board, but this is just how I like to do it. I don't think there should be like any comparison of how pretty they are or like how aesthetic they are. I think it should really just suit you and what you like. And I think the most important thing is if it represents exactly what you're trying to envision on your vision board. And vision boards can change as well. They can change throughout time. Maybe in a couple months or years, I don't know, maybe I won't even like strawberry matchas anymore. So then it doesn't represent me anymore. But that's the fun thing, because you can always make new ones. Especially now that I am trying not to scroll. Things like these are so fun to do. So I'm glad that I planned this instead of like not having any plans tonight. Although I'm calling with my sister after this, and I'm so excited because we're gonna watch a show together on our phones. But yeah, I feel like this was such a nice like present activity. I like to watch something in the background as well, like a vlog or an episode of something, or maybe listen to music. I feel like listening to music would be so like extra inspiring with making a vision board. But today I just decided to do it in silence, even though it's not technically like offline. You can also make vision boards offline, like with magazines and like cutting everything out and pasting it on a paper. But at least it made me not use my phone and like not scroll. So I feel like it's still such a lovely activity that kind of counts as an offline thing. Of course, it's not like how do you say, a replacement for when you're like super tired and overwhelmed and all you want to do is check out and scroll, because it takes a little bit of effort and like brain capacity to make a vision board and to look for all the pictures and everything. But honestly, for me, it's also kind of like a mindless process once you know what you're going to put on there. I guess you could say that maybe even if you want to check out, you could just grab Pinterest and like start saving stuff that you would love to put on a board. I mean, it takes maybe a little bit of effort, but I can promise you that your cup will be full after and you'll be so inspired. I hope this was fun for you to watch. I have no idea. I at least thought it was really fun to film. And now I have a lovely new vision board to stare at all the time. Please let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.